Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. Rajshri here. Today's discussion is about August 2022 planetary transits and how August is going to pan out for all of us. This video contains the analysis of planets' moves in August as per Vedic astrology. And before I go ahead with the analysis, I would request you to subscribe to my channel if you are interested in Vedic astrology. And I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel and remain subscribed. And this really helps me to, move forward in this path that your love and your support, that's absolutely necessary for me. So without further delay, let me start with the graphic that is showing the transits in the sky. And it's appearing in the screen now. You can see it. All the dates and time are as per Indian Standard Time. The month begins with a highly volatile Rahu and Mars being exactly conjunct at 24 degrees in Aries in the Bharani Nakshatra. Now, this conjunction has been much talked about and we are already seeing the effects worldwide. It's fiery energy, it's aggressive energy, it's all evident, it's all there. So there is nothing much to re-establish, there is nothing much to reiterate. So all I can say is remain calm, keep your aggression under check. And this particular day, 1st August, is extremely vital, it's extremely vulnerable. So we all need to keep our calm on this day, and at the same time, natural calamities where we do not have any control, those can actually take place 2 days before and after this date. So need to be careful, need to exercise caution, do as much as we can to remain calm, to maintain cordiality, because this is a destructive energy, and by impulse, by going by this energy, we should not be destroying our relationships, our future path ahead. Now, the impact of this energy will be felt most by people who are running Rahu Mahadasha, Marsis Mahadasha, whose moon or ascendant or Mars Rahu is placed close to 24 degrees in their own birth charts. And as far as the signs are concerned, it's of course Aries, and then Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Capricorn. These are the signs which are most vulnerable as far as Rahu Mars conjunction is concerned. So remain cautious about your health, your well-being, your temper, and also your relationships. It will be best to avoid all kinds of altercations and confrontations. Do not do anything out of impulse. Do not take any decisions out of momentary rage. Let's now talk about Mercury. On the same day when Rahu and Mars are conjoining exactly, thus on that same day Mercury is moving to the sign of Leo. Now it's Prince coming to the house of the king. And Mercury is free from combustion, retrogression, the entire month. And that is absolutely wonderful. Now it is the time for entertainment, some recovery in the financial sector, and straightforward communication. However, Mars's aspect on Mercury between 10th and 21st August can cause disturbances arising from aggressive communication and ego. Mercury in the sign of Leo aspected by Mars can add to the ego factor. Now, in the first half of the month, we need to take care that we do not get into disputes with friends and relatives. From mid-month, Mercury will get wonderful support from powerful Sun when Sun comes to Leo on 17th of August. It is good for education, business, and stock market as well. People in creative fields, sales, marketing, communication, media, and in writing will be benefited. This transit is also favorable for conceiving a child. It is also the time for some straight talk, as I mentioned earlier, and putting someone's views in a clear, precise manner. Now, just be careful of sharpness in speech or even aggressive speech. You know what? While being direct is good, we need to be mindful of not hurting others by what we say. Anyway, Mercury is the planet of intelligence, common sense, and this Mercury is definitely going to prompt people to think with a clear head and use the right discretion. In the third week of August, Mercury will move to his Mool Trikon and exaltation sign of Virgo and will get Jupiter's aspect from there. This will be a time when some wisdom will dawn upon us and will be prompted to analyze our actions and behavior. Business, money, and job related matters will be very positive for many of us now. Let's now see how the Mars is placed. And Mars, we can see that will move on to Taurus on 10th of August. This is the beginning of Mars's long stay in Taurus. I'll make a separate video on this, but let me keep it short here. And Mars here will be a much stabilized, calmer, and practical Mars. This will be a good time for doing things that requires patience and persistence. The force of action becomes calmer, which is not a bad thing in today's context. Mars in the natural second house can cause sluggish health and family disputes due to harsh words and temper. So be a bit careful of that aspect, and finances will also need some care. After 10th, the natural 8th house receives Mars's 7th aspect. For some of you, this can bring money from inheritance, insurance, alimony, etc. Tax related matters will also be there. Natural disasters related to fire and water can increase. Till 16th, Sun will be in Cancer. Here, Sun is not only completely directionless and powerless, but also is in opposition with retrograde Saturn. Therefore, it is a difficult time for smooth administration and rules and regulations. The good news is Sun arrives at Leo on 17th August. Before he comes to Leo, he has to cross Gandanta, and that may cause some disturbances. But Sun in Leo is in his full glory, super powerful. So this will help in overcoming opposition, winning in competitions, progressing in creative careers, and in restoring health. It is a good time for having a baby. It will be a good time for students. People who are in spiritual practices can get impetus from Sun. Sun here can increase your awareness about self. Now, this can mean great things for spiritual practitioners. At the same time, this can also mean that along with all good things for common people like us, the ego factor will also be very high. Jupiter has gone retrograde on 29th of July and will be retrograde throughout August, and is of course heavily influenced by Saturn. While it is a good month for charity, for spirituality, it is not that great for health, finance, and well being as far as Jupiter is concerned. And I suggest that you watch my Jupiter retrograde video to understand how it is working for us. I have discussed in details there. The link is in the description box and is also appearing above. Let's move on to Venus. And Venus will be in Gemini in the first week of the month. And Venus in Gemini helps with networking. Having good time with friends is also there. Once Venus moves to Cancer on 7th, it will be a good time for buying property and vehicles, particularly old ones, second-hand ones. And why so? Because you can see that from the opposite side, Saturn is aspecting this Venus. Now, you may also feel like getting your vehicle repaired, renovating your properties, and decking up your home. Now, Saturn's aspect can actually make you declutter your home and your closet. Some of you may choose to practice minimalism as well. Venus in Cancer is a highly emotional Venus. This energy can prompt you to get rid of some emotional ties from your life. Mind that Ketu is sitting in the natural 7th house of Libra, which is the house of relationships. So you either be careful about your relationships or be prepared to let go. Venus is going to Leo on 31st of August. So this was my analysis on August 2022 and how this is going to be for us. Overall, we can see that the first week of the August is most vulnerable, and thereafter the month slowly gains some positivity. However, throughout the month, the relationship matters remain really, really vulnerable, and we need to be careful about that. It's not only personal relationship, it's the interpersonal relationship as well. Whether it's your business partner, whether your behavior with others, whether your relationship with a larger community. So we need to take a note of that. We need to be cautious while interacting with others. And with this, I would like to end this discussion and this analysis. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Thank you so much. May God bless us all.